And we're back!
We're at a bandicoot's tale.
Okay. And I'm just gonna post this in the Steam announcements. Alright.
I think I am getting sound. I just have it turned down so
Yeah, I turned down the
yeah.
sound of the game. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this should be good.
Yep. God, I barely played Crash Bandicoot as a kid. This was an other kid's house kind of game.
Moron! This bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex. Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do. Failure again. Capture him.
Yeah, this intro cutscene was like basically not an original. This is added for the remake.
Yeah, I genuinely did not know he was like created. I thought it was like that. The game is very quiet, by the way. I'm at 150% volume.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll raise the volume.
Yeah,
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
My friend, Crash Bandicoot. I never actually got to play the first one much, but I did own the second one and played it a bunch.
Acquaintance, Crash Bandicoot. We never had these games.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
God.
this was the game that other kids had at their house, and they're like, huh, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wombats, those aren't even Australian.
God, I think there was a show for the Skylanders, like, tie-in. The game had a tie-in show or whatever that had Crash Bandicoot in it, and he does in fact speak and have an Australian accent,
Yeah, makes sense.
which is great.
Yeah, he doesn't really speak in the games.
Which is honestly part of his charm. He's just a funny little guy.
He's a funny little guy.
He doesn't need to speak. It's fine.
Destroy every crate.
Yeah.
Wow, you can actually wear the mask?
Yep. If you got
Did not
3 in a
know that.
row without taking damage.
Precursor to all those running games you found on mobile.
Ah, crap.
Into
You're
the
not
hole.
wrong.
I mean, yeah, this. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at the Wikipedia article, like, briefly, because I was like, okay, what do I put in the post advertising stream? And apparently, very early in development, as like a temporary, like, project name, they just called it Sonic's Ass Game. It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog game, but you only ever see him from behind.
Yeah?
And it's like, yeah, they quickly changed this. They also like put placeholder crates in the level and went, you know what, let's make this the entire mechanic of the game.
God.
Breaking crates. And it's like, fair enough, Donkey Kong has his barrels.
Yeah?
Dash Dingo here has his crates.
Ah, those are hard to break.
Ah, risky business.
Goodness.
Alright.
Can I get that now? Or...
Back and do the entire upper half of the level, but like running towards it.
Yeah. Also, Slave, that opening was half based on the manual and half based on the scrape 2D animated opening. Huh, neat. But yeah, unfortunately, some levels, I don't know if this one in particular, but I know in some of the other Crash games do in fact have you go, okay, there's a section you have to go in reverse. Have fun. And it's like, that sure is a decision you made.
I'm thinking of the Shrieking Shack episode where they're like being told to pitch their own Harry Potter game, and they're like, what if there's a Crash Bandicoot section? You were running away from like a creature pursuing you. And then one of the other hosts is going like, why are you forcing Crash Bandicoot into this game? What?
Oh, no, I actually haven't listened to the Shrieking Shack yet. I really need to.
North Sanity Beach.
Yeah. Stormy Ascent is a level that was taken out of the original for being too hard.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's the challenge level.
Yep. I didn't know you could access it this early.
Spinning TNT is deadly. Jump on it instead.
Oh, hey, you don't have the body slam in this game.
Nope.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot seems like really one of the last mascot platformers with attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were a dying breed at this point.
Also, in the original game, you only saved after bosses, got the gem, or got a secret area.
Oh, wasn't it also... Was it only after all that? I could have sworn if you got, like, all the
Save
boxes...
until I beat the boss or find a secret area.
Yeah. All the boxes is the gem I talked about.
Oh, okay, my bad, yeah. God, sure, that... Definitely a decision. They were definitely
Ow.
a decision there, too. But, like, yeah, definitely wanted the game to be... Like, you know, really challenging. Then again, that wasn't too uncommon back in the day. If we're being real.
Yeah.
But very understandable why in this remake they decided, like, no, what, you can just save.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the other games do that as well. Or other games in the series, I mean.
It was a side-scrolling game. Yep.
Yeah, I actually like the side-scrolling sections.
Yeah.
No, the kid, though. Gosh, I can't believe he stole your girl. And you're missing only 3 boxes. That's rude.
Hold on a sec. Some. Oh yeah, I do need the green gem. Because we saw the gem platform earlier. So you can't make some progress without certain collectibles.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That animation gets funnier if you miss more boxes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just get broken over his head, and it can be dozens of them.
And he just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the ground while boxes keep bashing his like skull.
Oh, no, I don't want to load. Yeah. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
God. You know what? I still have a spot in my heart for these games, but also, oh boy, they could have been better about like indigenous cultures though.
Yeah, I know the second and third games in this remake don't have the problems that the first game does.
Yeah.
And maybe they
This
saw.
poor Crash Bandicoot went woke.
Unfortunately, they went unwoke in the fourth game because it's like there's still some weird Orientalism with like, oh, they introduced Tanya from another dimension and she looks really fine, but it's like, God, some of her voice lines are really cringe. Unfortunately. That said, though, still shout out to Pirate Tanya, or whatever they call her.
I'm just looking up the character and getting this, and they're like, this is the most bitch woman you can post on Twitter.
Yeah, she really is, unfortunately.
She's okay.
Yeah.
Nice outfit.
Also,
Oh yeah.
if you notice, I accidentally spun away a life.
Oh my God, I forgot that you can do that in this game.
Yep. Even an achievement for it.
Of course.
Great. Crash Bandicoot's like, oh man, what did I do to deserve this? Holding the Wumpa Island.
And now's the time for Sonic's face to counteract, Sonic's ass.
We got to break all the crates so you don't smash them over our head, but like, we don't care about the contents.
Yeah. I mean, having 100 Wampa fruit gets you another life. You know, the proud video gamey tradition of that, but like, yeah, you just need to smash those crates. Yeah, I forgot how, like,
Yeah?
you know, they're pretty nice to you on this first one. Also, that is really, cute. Crash's little ba-da-da-da. Oh yeah, they don't really explain much about the, Great, I'm trying to remember his name.
Apu Apu?
Yeah, Aku Aku, right?
Aku Aku, yeah, that's it.
Wait, that's the evil one, right? Aku Aku. No, Aku Aku is the evil one. I think. But yeah, they're just like, hey, Crash is your pal. The magic mask, don't worry about it.
Yeah, they don't really explain them until 3.
Yeah. And again, that was the way video games kind of were at the time. It was the fashion, you know, not really explaining anything. That was the fashion at the time.
It was just like that. Things just happened with no rhyme or reason. Having any kind of explanation, like even more than a line in the manual, was a modern invention. I say modern, like a generation after this, basically.
Oh yeah. Oh, and due to a slight change in Crash's hitbox shape, cube in the original and pill-shaped in the remake, some of the platforming, especially the turtles, become more frustrating. Ah, that's good to know. And a shame that that's the case. That makes sense, though. This is one of my favorite staples of the Crash games of, hey, can you get like a whole line of cool jumps and bouncing on things?
Oh man, you stole my girlfriend. Well, at least I have 2 extra copies of me, question mark.
Yeah?
Ah, yeah.
God. No, it's... Speaking of Tanya, though, it's really funny of that. Apparently, the reason why she doesn't really appear in the sequels that much is like apparently like Sony Japan, they're like, no, get rid of her. Like, you know, like just introduce like a little sister character, and it's like. Because apparently she was also like there was an idea of her like becoming like the tech character, which is like no, that would have been fun. But for some reason, like so Japan at the time was like, no, we fucking hate her, get her out of here.
Boss time.
Ah, you got this. It's the first boss. How hard can he be?
Body blows don't hurt him. I guess we're playing, what's it called? Punch Out, that's it. Punch Out. Bonk. It was the 90s and there was time for clacks.
God, I forgot how easy it was.
Yeah. We just beat up the sky.
And we're just using his body as a trampoline.
Yeah.
Trampoline.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming he's completely innocent and we're beating him up for no reason.
Yeah, that'd be funny if that was the case. Like,
Coco.
because then,
Crash Bandicoot would do that. He was
He would
Coco's
do that.
time machine. Coco should be louder, more obnoxious, and have access to time machine.
she should. Oh, that's cool. You can swap to
Just play as
Coco.
her. See you in hell, Crash. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what she looks like.
It's a good thing we came across her time machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that. You know, she's just still carrying her like laptop around,
Yeah.
even while platforming.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God, what's that? What's that nerd's? The other nerd's name? Neocort? No, there's N-Cortex.
Yeah.
I think
No, Entropy's another guy.
Embryo, I think.
Ah, Embryo. Yeah.
We take those.
Yeah.
Dynamite time.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, yeah, I also thought you had to make that further jump, like right at the get-go from there.
Alright, so there's two of us and one of him, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I know the Tanya tokens are like for getting to the bonus areas. Don't know about the one of him though. I think that's also a bonus, but like a different kind.
Ah. There we go.
Just left that one life behind.
Yeah, we just expect that for her at this point.
Yeah.
Some lives are not worth saving.
No. Oh, we missed a. I guess unless we have to go backwards, which this game that could be a possibility. Looks like we missed oh, what's his face token?
Yep. And we have a blue gem path, so we'll get.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Did you miss that many boxes 'cause you like seeing her suffer?
No.
Was not expecting to miss that many. There we go.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, did
I
you
think I know what
just go back to
level
the same?
this is.
Oh, yeah.
You're riding that hog. Ooh, 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 you're riding that hog.
The face in the original was much more suggestive.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Listen, like, God, was it a Splendid Land post? It was about, like, seeing Crash Bandicoot ads and just assuming he's, like, weirdly horny.
Gods?
Like, not, not at all, like, elite, you know, when it comes to the assumption, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, that is an impression you could certainly get from those ads.
Yeah. Gosh.
What? Nice.
Nice.
I think in the original you had to complete the level before you could get the gem.
Yeah, that sounds. That sounds like something the original game might have done, which is again, I'm glad that they just, consolidated it. Like, come on. God, still such a shame that Toys for Bob got shunted off to the Call of Duty dimension.
Yeah. If it doesn't make all the money in the world, then it's not worth keeping.
Yep.
Yep.
No, this is a small thing, but I just quickly looked for like a GIF in Discord for this game. I love that they also have silly like animations for Coco. She also gets to be goofy and silly. That said, Crash is still the king of over exaggerated facial like animations. Just a zany little dude.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
He lives, it's fine.
Oh, dig it. No. Ah, well.
Now he's Ash Bandicoot.
The-
Wow, he's gone to heaven despite committing all those sins. I guess the Lord does forgive.
yeah, there's death animations.
Yeah, there's multiple death animations.
Which are very fun.
Well, gotcha. Oh, hip.
Rip.
Wow. He didn't even get to enter heaven, possibly because his body wasn't intact, and so like he didn't have his sins weighed against the feather of Ma'at by Anubis.
Yeah?
I'm not actually sure the cosmology of this setting, but like, man,
God.
makes as much sense as anything.
Oh yeah, for sure. That
Oh,
said,
oh.
a question has to be asked. Does Crash Bandicoot originally being an animal affect how his soul is weighed at all? If we're using under the assumption of Christianity
I
due to
mean,
the angel wings and all that.
yeah.
Because I know that's been a big question in like Christianity. Like, hey, do
Listen,
animals have
he
souls?
was free of sin as an animal, and only when gifted knowledge of good and evil was he then capable of sinning. And he just hasn't done enough evil to justify going to hell yet.
Yeah.
For a moment, it just looked like Crash was looking straight forward with the most haunted expression after dying and respawning.
Yeah, thankfully I don't think...
I know it's just the animation, just him reappearing and looking straight forward with neutral expression.
Oh!
Oh.
Wait, I messed up.
To the pit with you.
To hell with ye.
Hell with you. Yeah?
Going to hell, not because I did anything bad, but because I slightly screwed up a platforming section.
To the forest if you.
Okay, there we go. Also, I don't think dying in the bonus zones counts.
I'm fairly sure they did in the original, like even in later games. Maybe? I forget. It feels like this something the game would do, but I don't know if it did do that.
Ah, fuck. Ah! Oh.
Game that very much allows you, the player, and its protagonist to screw up a lot. And kind of laugh at you about it. Which I'm kind of reminded, because I remember someone reviewing Breath of the Wild years ago and saying, "Oh, this is the first Legend of Zelda that really, shows the Golden Boy Link taking like a punishment, like that you can ragdoll whenever you like die in that game." But I'm like, I remember even in Link to the Past, like your death animation, he spins around a few times and then like just unceremoniously like face plants in the ground, and then you get the continue, like prompt.
Yeah, they had that, and also for Link's Awakening, and
Ah, crap.
very likely for the Oracle games. So yeah, Link did not get dignity in death.
Oh yeah.
God, I was making just a gag about the cosmology of this world must be messed up. Crash Bandicoot only sometimes goes to heaven. But like, yeah.
That's a hard jump. Turtle
What if you
tail
got
kills
heaven
you.
and all of your extra lives were there?
Gone.
Well, there is the coin heavens in Mario 3.
Going
No, I
to
don't
heaven
mean,
to
like,
loot it.
You find extra lives there. It's like the person you were when you died earlier is there, waiting for you.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh, that was close. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, by the way, I won't be doing the time trials in this game because the original version didn't have time trials.
Yeah.
I mean, also, yeah, they're kind of tough.
Yeah.
So fair.
Ah.
Sorry, Crash, you were cremated, which means you don't go to heaven.
Oh no.
It's funny.
No, and oh yeah.
Scythe says, it's funny that Cortex just keeps placing Tanya at the end of these bonus stages and grabbing her right before he reaches her each time. It's petty as fuck, NGL.
It's like after the second time, you're like, man, we're not gonna get her. Stop doing this.
In the original, she just stood there.
Yeah. Gosh. Well, okay.
And
I don't know why that didn't count it. About the universe corrected for that.
Oh god, I just remembered. The multiple extra lives thing? So, terrible game. The terrible Half-Life, what was it called? The one that was this weird...
Is it was it a fan game? Are you talking about like Find the Freeman or something?
Yeah, that's it. One of the endings to that, you die and you go to a room with multiple Gordons, and they point to, well, they point to Adrian Shepard, who turns out to be the brother of the main character.
John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother. Yeah.
God, that's so funny. Of just dying and then waking up in a room filled with a whole bunch of copies of the guy you hate. God, that said, now imagine that for like Moby Dick, of just, you know, like if you're waking up like, oh man, I can't believe I was killed by Moby Dick. It wakes up in an ocean surrounded by Moby Dicks. Just Moby Dicks as far as the eye can see.
Return of Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get shown a grim vision of a future where Moby Dick's descendants have just taken over the entire world. Okay, we're in the background now.
Nice.
Anyone remember the Klonoa games?
Yeah, love those. And I only played the first one. I actually didn't finish it.
It's like looking at this 2.5D thing and I'm going, man, Klonoa was such a good series.
Yeah. I need to play all those games. I know there's like
Another one.
Japanese only like CRPGs.
Oh yeah, there's the more action RPGs, I guess.
Huh?
But like, yeah,
Hey.
there were a couple of Japan-only ones. And they're wild departures in the series, even if they, like, keep all the thematic stuff. They just play very differently.
Oh boy.
Yeah, God. Klonoa's so fun. Sorry, now I'm guessing about Klonoa and how fun that is, but yeah, I think he gets a sword in the RPGs or something.
Yeah,
'Cause I know
Klonoa
there's-
deserves a sword, okay?
He does. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, usually just as the ring.
Yeah.
The
Kind
ring-
of steals from someone in the first game. To be fair, he steals, like, in a really dramatic, like, philosophical scene about, well, you're not actually real, Klonoa.
Damn.
Oh, you missed those boxes? We punished.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the reason we see Crash Bandicoot ascend to heaven, but we never see him go to hell, is this is Crash Bandicoot's hell. just gets tortured by having boxes dropped on him for all time.
Up the creek. Since you mentioned Link deaths, at least those deaths were non-canonical. Ocarina of Time, Link died in a universe that doesn't know he's a hero. Oh yeah, the timeline thing.
I don't care about
Yeah, we've all seen the
not
timelines.
being that sorry, that came off really rude. Like, I don't mean to be like dismissive of you. It's just I kind of
Yeah.
hated the whole
It
timeline
was such
thing.
a weird thing to say, oh yeah, this is official, and it's like, so none of the other deaths in any other game changed the timeline in any meaningful way.
Yeah. Like, it's just so weird, especially since it felt really obvious that, they're all, like, just thematically, about, like, The Legend of Zelda, but, like, were just kind of all their own thing, except for the games that were, like, the few games that are a lot more, like, interconnected. Like, and that was fine. Like, no one needed, and didn't need to be anything different, but then they were like, hey, Breath of the Wild, we gotta do the timeline thing, especially since Breath of the Wild effectively says it's in all the timelines, because there's things that hint at events from all the past, like, past game, if not every single past game, but then, like, things that in their own official timeline or timeline, like, explanation are in different timelines. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, why is that why you decided to have the official timeline? Just for that?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't
The
need
official
to.
timeline is a mess, and it's like, I don't think there needed to be an official timeline. They could have said, hey, this is one timeline that probably makes no sense out of what we've said.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't just put that in a official history book. You have to go, oh no, this is the timeline.
Yeah.
It's like, I know I've brought up before that, like, my take has always been The Legend of Zelda is just that. It is a legend. Retellings are imperfect. Like, maybe there was only one Link. Maybe there were a dozen similar heroes that were all merged together in retellings. Like, yeah.
But yeah.
And that way you can just go, yeah, the things only broadly happened the way they're depicted in games, and you can just do whatever with the timeline, really.
Yeah, like, it's especially since, another series that does basically the same thing that is really
Yeah.
popular, Final Fantasy. Most of those are not interconnected at all, and everyone's okay with that. No one cares. It's fine. You can
They're
just
at the
do
Final
that.
Fantasy Historia, and if you fail in Final Fantasy, I can't think of what ones would actually logically follow on from each other there.
Well, I mean, there's 10 and 10-2 and 13. Is it 13? Yeah, 13. 13-2. Lightning Returns or whatever. Like, there's a few of those that do have direct, like, sequels, but, like, yeah, it's, like, whatever. Like, those are, like, everyone gets that. Like, it's so obvious. Like, it's like, I understand the adult and child timelines. The download timeline isn't a fucking timeline, it's an alternate universe. I mean, yeah, like, it makes no sense out of left field of, well, of that. It's like, then again, the whole thing doesn't really make much sense. And see ya, Tanya. Because, yeah, the Dune one is just like, oh, if you die at this point, this happens. And it's like, okay.
What happens if you die at any other point? Just shrugs.
What if a fucking Octorok kills you, like, towards the beginning of the game?
Boy, I can't wait to die to an Octorok. Crash Bandicoot's like, dude, what the hell? Man, I got most of them. Don't punish me.
I think I know. I think I should have backtracked at that one point. Direct attacks don't hurt him. Only emotional attacks.
I guess I'm kind of surprised they give you the hints, but like, you know what? I guess that's fine. Because I can easily see.
To heaven.
Yeah.
Big TNT.
Rip.
Drowning disqualifies you from heaven.
God. No, as a child, I never understood in like church hearing like, oh, if someone commits suicide, they don't go to heaven. I'm like, I feel like, hey, shouldn't like, you know, like, hey, I don't know if they've gone through something that rough to feel like that way, you know, like, you know, shouldn't they catch a break?
Practical reason right there.
Oh yeah, it is a.
You don't want your churchgoers killing themselves unless you're running some kind of cult.
Yeah.
Or like a specific type of cult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rip.
Well, that
was rude. I think you should have counted as a landing on top of it.
Practicalities aside, that just feels kind of cruel.
Yeah,
oh,
like I.
absolutely. There was this one guy I was in school with, and he just his response to like someone killing themselves was he yell about how they're going to hell, and I just told him to shut the fuck up.
God. Yeah, I can unfortunately imagine someone doing that of just
Yeah.
like, yeah, because you know if you're taught that, then yeah. God. No, I also on the oh my God.
Don't worry, he loves being blown up with the big TNT.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, I you know suddenly remembered watching the beginning to Angel Beats, and you know that one. It's like you know all these like kids are in like basically a purgatory. That's like a high school that like oh you know once they overcome like you know get over what happened you know move past what happened to them in life, they can be reborn again, and like you know, it's like someone mentioning like, "Oh, you can't have killed yourself," and I'm like, okay, that feels weird to specify. You could like, you know, because again, everyone there has had a really difficult life, and I do love like overall the series. You know, like, you know, basically all these teenagers going to this weird, being like, you know, waking up in this weird purgatory and going, "We need to fight God." Actually. This like
you should always fight God. It's always moral.
it's always moral, especially since like, hey, we've all been through hell, and like, there's no guarantee that we'll just like, oh, thank God he didn't kill you there.
What was that one like fake book cover, like the mission to kill God?
Yeah.
It's like ever since he created the universe, and then like he created the Earth, and then went out for a pack of smokes, and we haven't seen him since. And it's time to make him know he can't he can't leave the world like this. We're sending a rocket to kill God. And then it's just this like completely insane list of here's all the things we have to kill him. One of them's gonna work.
God, oh, that's so good. Oh, and to read Sife's comment, oh yeah, it's the timeline. The adult timeline is the most linear of timelines. Child timeline makes sense besides Four Swords Adventure. The downfall timeline is a dump of all the games that don't fit in, except for FSA. What's that one again?
Four Swords.
Four Sword Advance. Yeah. Or Adventure, my bad. But yeah, God. No, thank God. Thank God there's not a crash timeline. Could you imagine? Then again, I say that, and like, one could argue there could be if you squint hard enough, due to when Crash 4 came out, that game going, oh, good thing there weren't any other Crash games. Yuck, yuck, yuck. When they were in fact quite a number of Crash games.
Ignores the first 3 games.
Yeah, gosh, there's quite a few games. No, wait, let me look up the list of how many were there actually. Bandy.
Oh.
Ah, thanks, Wikipedia. Oh, wait. Some of the articles listed sources may not be reliable. Huh. Huh. Okay. Well, let's
my
try to
God.
see the fake
Is it
Crash
real?
Bandicoot game.
Called the Execution of God, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Yeah. Execution of God. Anyway, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, Warped, The Wrath of Cortex, Twin Sanity, Crash of the Titans, Mind Over Mutant, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and then the racing games, Crash Team Racing, Crash Nitro Kart,
oh
Crash
yeah,
Tag
which
Team
of
Racing.
those are on the main timeline?
God. uh, know what? Crash Team Racing for sure. I'm just throwing that out there. And, oh, party games. I forgot there was. Oh my god, there's more than one party game. There's Crash Bash, and then Crash Boom Bang for the Nintendo DS, and then Crash Team Rumble for the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbone, and Xbone X or whatever. God. There was a Game Boy Advance game, Crash Bandicoot, The Huge Adventure. Then another one for the Advance called Entraced? And oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Revenge, which was the crossover game with Spyro.
Now I know what to do. Oh boy. Okay. Oh well.
The game was lagging. Was doing a weird buffering for me for a second, where everything, but like the video was catching up, and it made everything look like it's going in like twice, like 2 times speed. Which I was like, almost gonna say, you know, it's really impressive that you haven't really messed up despite the game going so fast, James.
Ah, jeez. Okay.
Which, now saying that, that does sound like that would be like a ROM hack or something of just Crash Bandicoot, but the game is 2 times speed.
Yeah, it's Fast Bandicoot.
Con? Oh no, this is gonna be a weird thing, the weird tangent, but honestly, the Crash games, I remember from playing them, really appreciating the jump in it, for the fact that it's like, it just felt good to use, you know, like a lot of games kind of lean on their double jump a lot, because you don't feel like you have like too much control over your jump or something.
Jump physics are actually really hard to get right. Because you got to balance the level of floatiness and responsiveness, and you know. You just look at a Mario game and you're like, oh yeah, anyone can just do a jump mechanic, that's easy. And then a lot of games mess it up because no, they spent so long tweaking those mechanics in the first Mario games.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. I'm so glad the deaths in the bonus zone don't count. Hey, can you slide in this one?
Nope.
Oh. Cause I was about to say, can you do a slide jump? But that's off the table.
Oops. Fuck.
Oh dear. Sorry, just now. What the voice chat saw that book cover, The Execution of God.
Yeah, the execution of God. Since the dawn of time. Sorry. In the beginning, God created. Since the dawn of time, humans dream killing God execution style in the middle of a field in the dead of night. But nobody has seen the guy ever since he left to go get a pack of cigarettes in the 7th day of creation. Ah, where will you be when you hear this? God, where will you be when you hear the dying scream of God? Yeah. It's definitely the funniest of these fake covers. Like,
Yeah.
there are some pretty funny ones on that account. God's pack of cigarettes.
God's pack of cigs. The old man needs his coffin nails. Which, God, I just casually bring up coffin nails, but I first heard that because Pokey mentioned it, like, just said it off the cuff in the stream. I was just like, I've never heard that as a euphemism for cigarettes before. Like, where did he get that? Oh my God, the guy just blew up. And, Pokey was just like, I don't know, I just made that up. And it's like, it's such a fitting, like, euphemism for cigarettes, though, right? Like, it's very, like, oh god. It's just very evocative of just calling them, like, coffin nails. Nice. Also, Kitty wants to leave the room. Here you go. Have fun.
You don't actually have any cats. You're just like saying you want to leave the room. Yeah.
Gone.
So, I'm trying to find a meme that Pyro was just repeating to himself. Ah. Right, here it is. Tumblr meme. Right. Hey you guys, watch my bird for me. I'm gonna go on my I'm gonna go on my smoko. Then he Photoshop a cigarette into the bird's mouth, and its baby needs smoko.
Yeah.
Pyro was just like saying baby needs smoko to himself for no reason. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
You know, baby needs smoko.
Baby needs smoko. And this is the first time I've ever seen this meme, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
It's so good.
Yeah, we had a wild day today, though. Like, that was... Oh yeah, nobody's gonna show up for anything we're doing today, and then there was a power cut forcing everyone out of every shop on the high street. So
Oh my
suddenly
God.
just got completely packed. And
Gosh.
it's like, well, conveniently we have all of these like leaflets about nationalizing power infrastructure.
Huh.
I'm not sure what you thought was going to happen there, James.
Yeah.
It seems a very fragile arrangement. Like, you might want to do the middle row and go back. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
No.
Huh.
Might
Oh.
make it more difficult.
What?
I don't know if I was meant to do that, but I did.
You did it.
You
Congrats.
need smoko.
Now, quick question: would Crash Bandicoot smoke, or is he straight edge until he dies?
Crash Bandicoot would do any and all drugs placed in front of him.
But he
That's
would. Oh, but he would die instantly and then come back.
he would die and go to heaven.
God.
Like he would snort a line of cocaine and immediately turn into an angel and fly off the screen.
Yeah.
And another Crash Bandicoot would come in and do exactly the same thing. Each of them only ever lives long enough to commit one sin.
You're right. Maybe you need smoke
It's
with
like, I
it.
can let one sin slide, you know? Oh well, he only did one weed bunt.
Yeah.
Nightmare But oh, okay. He pushed me while I was spinning.
Huh.
Huh.
We put a blunt in front of him and he just like picked it up off the table and ate the whole thing, fell over dead, and an angel came out of his body. And it's like, well, you know, technically not a sin.
Yeah.
And that's actually how we can scientifically prove what is and isn't a sin. Like, what gets Crash Bandicoot disqualified from going to heaven?
Oh, those are slippery.
Yeah,
Oh no! Remember what
for some
Scythe was saying?
reason.
What Scythe was saying about Crash's hitbox in the old games being the cube, and now they're like pill shaped. I think that's something's being weird because of that. Because of some of the hitboxes of these like ledges or whatever not being like actually flat, but being like weirdly sloped.
Okay. Wait, that seems longer than I can do.
You sure you can't slide in this one? Oh my god, what's up with this?
Oh, wait, I think I know what I'm supposed to do when I...
God, imagine you were playing a game like this and you fall in like a specific pit and it fades to grey and goes, with Crash Bandicoot's death, the world was doomed. In the doomed timeline, a new hero rises, and it's like Crash Bandicoot 4 or something. It's like smash cuts to it.
Yeah? Oh,
Uh,
and Scythe
I
pill
think-
shaped that. Oh, nuts. Oh yeah, Scythe says pill shaped hitboxes reserved for characters. Like, true, no, but I mean, like, whenever James does a spin and gets hit, knocked backwards, like, she is, like, getting, like, the slope of the edge there is actually going, like, making her slope backwards off of the, like, the ledge. Like, I bet in the original game, that was, like, the little ledge that she's standing on at the very tip there was just, like a cube shaped or whatever. But it being slightly tilted like that.
Nice.
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 What?
82 boxes.
Oh, they meant no deaths.
Oh no!
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Wait, but you died
Really
of.
perfect. But you died.
He's so
Oh.
pissed. Is that
We're
there?
We're putting you in the infinite torture realm, Crash. It's what you've earned. For your many
Yeah.
sins.
God.
The other
like-
bandicoots died before they could sin enough.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say, like, what about the hog wild? Like, you fell and died a few times. Like, did those not count as deaths?
No, they
Like, you still...
counted, but this is a special gem.
Oh. I forgot about that.
And that's the time trial.
Yeah.
Whoop.
For some reason, thinking about Christianity made me think of, what if there's a manga written by like a Christian guy? Then I'm like, oh wait, it's not a manga, but I just suddenly remembered Ultraman and his creator being Catholic, and now I remember like a friend online, Zone Online, does a podcast with like her wife of like called Ultra like Columbo Who or something like that, where it's going through like Columbo, Ultraman, and Doctor Who or some or like some other series. Like they go through several different series there, but obviously a joke on like Super Who Lock or whatever, but just like just all these other older series. Like I think and also Common Writer. They've also done some Common Writers there. I want to check out those series, but it's still really funny to think about how much influence Ultraman has of just Christian symmetry, symbolism and imagery. That's what I was trying to say. Like in
Hey,
so
find
much
the
media in Japan,
words.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of it's just it's and like people just gotta use it because well, it's an Ultraman. Why wouldn't I like have a Digimon crucified or whatever?
Yeah, they crucified Gabumon.
Yeah, and the Sailor Scouts from the anime for Sailor Moon.
I
Which is
was
so
gonna
good.
post just the picture of Gabumon being crucified, but I'm like, man, this YouTube thumbnail makes it so much funnier.
Oh dear!
Yes.
Yikes!
Ow.
Oh no! Speaking of crucifixions. Oh. Fuck. There's not just a quick reset option, right? No, there isn't. Of course there isn't. Rude. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say my sister once watched a show about like an HBO show or something about like the Roman Empire, and there's a part where like they a whole enemy army gets crucified, and my sister learned that apparently a lot of people called in to complain about that because they're according to them only Jesus was crucified.
And it's like, no, that was a very common method of execution of the era.
Yeah, the Romans fucking love doing that
He
for
was
some reason.
hung next to a thief. And, God, I can't remember what the other guy's crime was.
Was it murder?
Probably murder, yeah.
Like I remember in a movie depiction of him, like there was like one guy who looks very sad and the other one looks like a sicko.
Yeah.
Like,
And the whole point of it is, yeah, he was hung next to common criminals.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus did spend his life among the poor and the disadvantaged, and like whenever it's like no, he was a glorious lord who did everything right and was beloved even in his time. It's like, no, you're missing the point.
Yeah.
Jesus was a poor carpenter. And he was also the son of God. And like, you can't say you believe in that religion if you're then like going, oh no, he was actually super rich and said, yeah, everyone should get money. That's the root of all goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, prosperity gospel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at all a Christian, and I know this.
Yeah. Gosh. That said, shout out to the one story part of the Bible where they're at the party, and Jesus' mom is like, "Hey, hey, the party's on wine. Hey, do the thing." And he's like, I can't. I really shouldn't." And like, nah, come on. You got to do the cool thing you can do with the water. Thank God he had a Aku. Yeah, Aku. But yeah, and it's just like, no, I feel like people
Disciples was the designated driver.
they didn't have. That's a good question.
Like if you're writing Jesus the college years, it's like a sitcom
Judas.
kind of thing.
Oh.
Which one of them do you make? Yeah, Judas is the designated driver, and the betray, like every episode, Judas betrays them, and they're all like, "Oh, we forgive you, Judas."
I'm now remembering Saint Youngman. That was a really good manga. I need to actually go back and finish it, but it's like in that it's like Jesus and Buddha just hanging out like in life. They're they're taking a break from heaven to just chill, and it's like on the heaven Facebook or whatever. It's like Judas keeps bothering him, but like
Judas has sent you a friend request, and he just clicks ignore again.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also
Sorry,
like
hey bro, are we cool? Ignore.
ignore. Also, like, I think there's at one point Jesus wears a shirt that just says 30 pieces of silver. I'm like, that's so
30
funny.
pieces of silver. Yeah.
And it's like, God, that's such a good manga.
And they didn't even leave. Is it Tawny or Tana?
Tanya.
Tanya?
Tanya?
Bandicoot? Yeah. It's Tana Bandicoot when I Google it. But
Okay,
like,
Tana.
we've said it like every way.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
No, Crash, don't eat the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. Oh man, now you've sinned. You can't get all the rewards.
Yeah? God, this level. Oh, this one has a green gem. That's why you have to do it without deaths. Oh, that's
Every
rude.
box without dying to earn a special gem.
You know, I'm glad they actually tell you that in the loading tips in this
Yeah, they
game.
just straight up say, yeah, that's how it works.
But, like... Gosh, Saint Youngman's so funny. Like... You know, there's the iconic part where they're, like, going to, like, a public bath, and this is one guy who's, like, obviously a Yakuza member, but Jesus just does not grasp that this guy's a Yakuza member. And, like, everyone's, like, kind of worried. Even Buddha, for some reason, he's just, like, so caught up in it. And he's, like, telling him, he's like, oh yeah, there's one time. Like, I was in, I was in prison for 3 days.
crucified. And they go, oh, he's speaking metaphorically.
God, like, okay, I'm slightly paraphrasing, but there's one part where it's like, oh, I was, imprisoned for 3 days, and, like, and the Yakuza guy's thinking, like, he's like, huh? And he's like, asks, like, 3 days. How did he get out so how did he get out of the joint so fast? And then he's like, oh, through the will of my father. And like everyone's just like freaking out, like everyone else there, and like Buddha's like, Jesus, you don't know what he's like asking, and please shut up. I'm like, please, like you're making this worse. And, like everyone is gonna think you're like a Yakuza now or something. Uh Oh, God, this. Yeah, just say Young Men. It's good. It's good fun. And I love what references to Christianity there. Oh, and one of my favorite parts is that it's like on Christmas Eve, right? And like, because you know, Christmas is the holiday. It came very much after Jesus' time. He doesn't know anything about it, and like Buddha's trying to surprise him, and like, but it's like, you know, it's like, oh, yo, let's go for a walk, you know, right now on Christmas Eve. It's like, okay, and like, and the Buddha's like, okay, like, there's no way he'll find anything about like what Christmas is supposed to mean, like, so it's fine. And then like, there's some like some like Catholic church members like handing out like pamphlets or something, you know, trying to do some gospel work, and he's like, oh God, like no, I can't like I can't let Jesus hear about it. I need to surprise him.
Yeah.
And it's
That's how Buddha just like pulls out a gun and starts killing Catholic
no.
priests in the middle of the street. And it's like, it's the only way I'll surprise Jesus.
Oh no. Goodness. Was there an anime for Saint Young Men?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was. I never got a chance to watch it when it came out.
Oh, I think I should let him jump to the platform and then get on it.
Yeah.
We can't let Jesus know about Easter.
I think he would know.
Well, we didn't know about Christmas.
No, you're right.
That
You
was
probably
his
think it's
birthday.
about the bunnies.
It's like,
Like,
oh,
oh, yeah.
man, it's great. It hit this holiday celebrating rabbits and, you know, chickens.
Yeah.
Rabbits
God.
lay eggs.
God.
Crossover fan art of Gabby from Angel Hair and Jesus from Saint Young Man. And it's like, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Jesus. Ah, dang it.
Yeah.
It's like, let's be real. Gabby would be the one to say, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
She would 100%. Like, especially Saint Young Men Jesus would be like, "Oh man, you sure?" Like, yeah, I'm sorry, big guy. It has to be this way. Oh man,
Yeah. Ah, Angel Gabby.
so good. Love that hair.
Honestly, I love all of the hairs from Angel Hair.
Yeah,
They're
so
all good.
good. Love
And
all the characters
what was
there.
another season of it.
Yeah.
It
No,
very rapidly stops being analog horror and just starts being How did you do, James?
Oh no.
Okay, hopefully that doesn't count.
It shouldn't count. Like, you know, you don't lose
That was
any, like,
never
lives.
reality.
Yeah?
That was a bonus reality.
Yeah? Oh no.
I wasn't high enough.
Or just this pair of smoking shoes falling down. You're
Oh,
barred from the afterlife, and you're like, it's okay, that didn't count. Doesn't count as a
Yeah?
death.
Uh,
God.
kind of like the deaths in some of the deaths in Heart of Darkness.
Oh, Heart of Darkness.
What's Heart
Pretty
of Dark?
obscure game.
A PS1 cinematic platformer about a young boy getting killed by monsters.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
pretty much.
Huh.
I thought.
It's- Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe he needs Smoko.
Maybe they Smoko. Also, when you said Hard Darkness, I thought you were talking about, like, the Joseph Conrad novel? I was deeply
You're
confused.
talking about Apocalypse Now. You know, the
God.
action cinematic platformer. Heart
God.
of Darkness. Yes, one.
God, Apocalypse Now is such a wild thing that exists. Like, the fact that, like, the actor who eventually, you know, went on to play Neo, like, an older actor got him addicted to cocaine while filming that movie.
Yeah.
And, like, there's so much, like, hey, so many things they did that were just straight up illegal. They should not have done that. But they did anyway. And it's like, okay.
Okay, now. There we go.
Nice.
Oh boy.
You solved the
Excellent.
lizard riddle.
For Angel Hero fan art of
No, no, no.
Captain being the
Oh.
one saying, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Yeah?
Just from the first page of results, here we go. I'm posting a lot of things in the voice chat nobody's
Good.
reacting to. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Jonah. Damn. I'm trying to think that. Like. What I expected. And it's like, take up the sword, my child. Strike down the unbelievers. And it's like, that's clearly not what I got.
Yeah?
There's a lot of cute fan art that I'm going through here.
You know, it's very much a shame that Tumblr desktop is not allowing me to like posts anymore.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It used to.
art,
I didn't
actually.
change anything, and then it's like the like button isn't there. It does not exist.
Ah.
Ugh. This one's so rude.
Might have to. You know what? I'll
Know
come
what?
back to this level.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine to come back to this. Cause it's not like the worst thing ever, but there are like enough screwballs
This one.
that, you know, mess things up. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Angel Cammy? Is that just a fan?
Oh no, Angel Cammy's in the third season of it.
There's a third season?
Camille.
I haven't watched.
You
What?
haven't seen the one where it's a video game?
No!
Go
I
watch
didn't
it,
know
it's
that.
great.
Fuck, I have to watch that after this stream.
I'm not going to say anything else about this Angel then.
Yeah,
They're really good and also canonically non-binary, which is great.
yeah,
For them.
yay.
like, you'll
So,
like that whole season is great. Like, I love the
Ah.
whole show. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm just like seeing how this angel approaches things and going, yeah, same.
don't know why that shares the name of the book, Heart of Darkness.
Is it weird about African people? Like, what? Like, that feels like the number one thing to be associated with Heart of Darkness. Because, oh god, Joseph Conrad was weird. Like, what if a guy saw some of the worst horrors happening in, you know, in the Congo, right? Like, that is, like, incredibly, like, because of the, you know, the King of Belgium, like, doing horrible things since he owns Congo and just making everything worse to his benefit, and then going, oh man, you know, white people being away from the light of civilization in Europe is what makes these white guys do evil things. And it's like, how are you this stupid? Like, I mean, it's not stupid, it's racism, but still, it's Heart of Darkness is such a fucking book, and it's so boring. Like, it's hard to even read. Like, I struggled to read it in high school because it was so dull. Like, Cliff Notes really helped me out so much. Maybe someday I'll try actually fully reading it, but even then, oh boy, it's a doozy. And also, it's incredibly racist. Like, even for a guy who's like, oh man, there's a lot of fucked up shit happening. Like, no black people get to actually be like characters. It is novel set in like the Congo. They're said like, it's like, wow. So it's just, again, that's why I reacted so strangely to hearing about a video game called Heart of Darkness that doesn't have to do with Joseph Conrad and his fucking novel.
The game Heart of Darkness is weird about certain things.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But yeah, season 3, they're all titled Disc, whatever, like, this is Disc 1, so,
Hopefully there's a disc
They-
2.
the mixtape at the end of it also has some very cute lore, just, like,
Oh,
told
nice.
through the characters used in it, so, yeah.
Nice. I
But,
still
like,
need.
Yeah.
Sorry, just gonna say I still need to watch the mixtape or whatever, or the video where they're all playing poker.
Oh, the poker one's fun, but, like, the first 2 mixtapes are just, like, nice extra bonus stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they were invisible. That's
Yeah.
frightening.
Why did you jump?
Welcome to Kaizo Bandicoot.
Because
Yeah.
there was a line of Wumpa fruits.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
There's only boxes for where there's the fruit, aren't there?
No, there's boxes. Oh, I stood on it too long.
Whoops. Forgot about that actually.
At least it inspired Apocalypse Now and Spec Ops The Line,
I mean,
says Scythe.
yeah, but like, man, again, Apocalypse Now was a weird production that, like, very undisciplined in very important ways. Like, there was a character was doing like LSD, like in the novel, to show how, like, in the Vietnam War, like, you know, with the CIA, they're, you know, with the fucking Project MK Ultra, we're like, what if we give people drugs and that gives them like superpowers? Actually,
Yeah.
would that be great?
It turns out, no.
No.
It doesn't do anything positive at all.
But, you know, I said there's a character doing LSD. Yeah, no, he was the actor was actually using LSD during the filming. Like again, the Apocalypse Now is one hell of a fucking production. Like, oh my god, how did they get away with that? And it's like, well, they wanted to get away with it. Like, and no one held them accountable. Like, yeah, it's a mess, is what I'm saying. Also, I've heard good things about Spec Ops: The Line. Oddly enough, for a while, I actually hated it just because some one game reviewer gave me like the worst idea about Spec Ops: The Line because they made it seem like it completely ignored like talking about racism. Which now thinking back on it, it makes sense that one reviewer or whatever game analysis like group, whatever you call it, made me think that. I think it was like extra credit. Yeah, extra credit is what they were called. Because I still remember when they did a video. It's like, oh, how to deal about like sexism in in writing for video games, and then they did another video about like homophobia and like how to handle it respectfully and well, and then the third one was about racism. And we're like, actually, like, hey, here's a part in this game with this character's like racist, and it's good because it shows his character. And I'm like, I don't know if it does. Like, you would have to give examples of like it actually having consequences to say that. It's weird. You know, none of their stuff for homophobia was like just have. Oh my god.
Ah, missed one box.
Rude.
Unless there's one right here. No.
You missed one box, so we're gonna break it over your head and kill you.
Yeah?
Aye.
Oh dear.
It might have been during the invisible path.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
See, I'm not finding the meme that I'm looking for, but I'm finding a lot of other great posts.
Oh, I loaded the game! Ah!
Oh no!
Oh no, wait. I had the autosave. The
Dr.
autosave.
Cortex's time trap.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. I don't know why they decided to make it like two different buttons, one for saving, one for loading, instead of just click the thing and then ask if you want to save load.
Yeah.
The key card either arms the nuclear bomb or disarms it. No indication of whether it's armed or not. So good luck.
Good.
Ah, yeah. Genuinely though, like, as soon as you can, watch season 3 of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, to talk about something that doesn't suck. Yeah, Angel Gabby is so good.
Yeah, I love her. Like,
Love
I love
her.
all of the angels. Like, it's yeah, Angel, Zaggy, Zagsagal. God, he has so many names.
He's
Zag
great.
Wild. I was just like blanking on what his detective name is. He's also a lot of fun. And what we see of the Angel Cammy is really good.
Nice.
I loved it. There was immediately like a new plushie of them, and it's like, yeah. Wish I had to hit the spare cash that I would just go, yeah, I could slap down this money.
Yeah, mood. Like, I haven't watched the season yet, and I would if I had the spare money. Just like get
I
these
mean,
plushies.
you haven't even seen the actual canon design. Nah. It's,
Like,
you know. I
No,
just
did
really
it?
liked what they did with the character.
yeah,
The whole concept behind that season.
yeah, that sounds great. No, is there a plushie for? How am I forgetting his name? The Badger.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's Francis.
Yeah, Francis. How did I blank on his name for a second there? But yeah, I love Francis.
Thanks.
I love
Watch your
his
friend for
art.
quite a while.
Nice. Um,
Trying to find. Yeah, none of the other like animal friends get them, but like, yeah, it's teeny tiny. He's not actually tiny. He's a reasonably sized plush. The angel hairs are just huge.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down the Google results and seeing like people hugging the angel hair plushies.
Oh.
I think that was the one I missed.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought it was a jump. It was just a walk.
you almost fell off there, I was so worried. But yeah, that's good. Know what? I love Angel Hair for many reasons, but I'll just say I do love that you're like, oh my god, did something fucked up happen in this person's life in the past? And then you find out the answer is yes. But then, in my experience, you're like, oh, okay.
The
And
focus.
like, you're like, oh, okay. Like, you find out, oh god, this happened. And then you're like, oh, alright. Like, yeah, that's fair. That they had it coming.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And it's like I don't see anyone else like have a different opinion really. I'm like, yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, this ain't about that person. It's fine.
Yeah. When I find this meme, I'm just gonna reblog it. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's stuck in my head long enough that I'm tracking it down.
Gosh, yeah. Godspeed. Tracking down memes can be surprisingly hard because you're like, oh, of course someone would tag it with like this funny phrase, like this iconic phrase, right? No, that
No.
never happens. You think it would, it doesn't.
Honestly, I'm like your Angel Cammy fan arts. I'm looking through them like by date, so of course it'd be
Nice.
the most recent one.
Nice. Rude.
There's the high routes.
Okay, I think it counted it. Ooh.
Imagine you wanted to go to heaven, but God said you didn't get all the boxes, and then drops boxes in your head for all eternity.
Yeah? God.
How many boxes have you broken in your life compared to how many you've seen? Let this be your match.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
Alright, in
danger.
the first game, you can make these jumps by just holding forward. Maybe they. Oh God. Nice. Basically, you could just run forward and keep jumping, right? But like, I remember like seeing someone stream this ages ago, and it's like the jump distance is different than it was in the original game. Oh God. So it's like that kind of messes up like how much you can just like keep running forward and like just do a full jump every time.
I see now. The full planks do let you land on them, but the half planks don't.
Oh. Ooh. Hog.
Oh,
Oh.
right. You can't hit him directly.
I forgot about that. That you can't just hit enemy hogs directly.
Yeah.
This must be the work of an enemy.
This must be the work of an enemy hog.
No, it just sits there.
Ah,
But yeah, gosh. Let me open
Oh.
up this beam.
Don't like that.
Oh!
It's a trope I hate.
Which one?
The non-dog animal acting like a dog.
No, that's fair. Like, I know, like, I get real persnickety about certain things as well. Like, especially, like, I think here, like, I'm okay with it, but yeah, overall, it does it's kind of like, no, just let this critter be its own weird thing. It's fine. Also, I think I mentioned this before, maybe on stream, maybe not, but like, I know part of the reason I haven't really tried watching Beastars is just it bugs me that they don't consider like animals that are predator and prey, and also omnivores. Like I know early on there's like a chicken girl, and it's like everyone's like, oh, she's she's just a prey animal, and it's like, well, chickens aren't like they would eat more things if they were bigger. Is the thing like?
chickens
What?
can just eat meat.
Yeah.
Chickens can eat other chickens.
Yeah, they will. They can go into a
Dude.
blood rage.
Yeah.
Which is funny to think about. That like there was a patent for rose-colored like glasses for chickens to try to get them to not go into a blood frenzy from seeing blood.
Yeah, also it doesn't address that animals often do befriend other animals.
Oh, yeah, that in nature there's some cooperation like badger. Is it badgers and coyotes? I think.
Or
Like and
or cats and bunnies.
oh, I don't know. Did that happen in the wild?
Huh.
It happens here.
It does happen here. But yeah, and gosh, it's just nature is very complex, and the fact that there are herbivores that will eat meat if they're desperate. Like, I still love. I need to find that picture again, but one that shows like a little like bird, like I think of like a tit, which makes it even funnier. But like one of those, like just like standing over like a dead field mouse, like it was like a fucking like like one of those like like hunting photos, right? But it's like, oh, this bird just standing over a dead mouse that it killed, because it's like researchers like, oh, this doesn't normally eat meat, but I guess like they found it in the winter time like eating a mouse because it's starving, and it's like, well, sorry, bud, it's you or me, and I'm not on the bird's not on the menu today. Oh, and Slife says humans and dogs. Well, yeah. I mean, that is one small thing that I do appreciate about Zootopia, that has the detail that there aren't dogs, there's only wolves, because the dog's not domesticated. There's still the sheep lady, but then again, there's still like sheep in the wild, but like I don't know what's going there, but like yeah, that's a fun detail about the wolves. And yeah, sci-fi mentioned that herbivores can eat meat when desperate.
Desperate. Your turn.
Desperate.
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 Nice jumping.
Our old man and their flexibility. So electronic old man, that's the line.
Yeah.
Our electronic old man and their flexibility. Hang on.
Ah, dang it. And I should just get going. Six out of that? Fuck. There was
You can just
one
fall
on
down.
this.
Yeah. There absolutely was one on that. Like, I just felt it in my bones that there had to be.
Ah! Going to heaven, but it's in a bonus area, so does that count?
No.
Oh, you'll probably go to heaven, but don't hang your head and cry, I don't want one. Yeah, I went to heaven, but it was in a bonus area. So the real me is gonna get, like, gonna commit a bunch of sins. Only bonus me exists.
Oh. Wait.
Oh,
Huh!
Oh. Okay.
yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck the bomb. The fuck.
Oh.
You know, this may as well happen.
Bye.
Yeah. You needed the turtle. Oh, that's rude.
Oh, needed to
Yeah.
listen.
Oh dear. Cat attack.
Yeah, she flipped out over something. She okay? She seems fine.
That's good.
That. Okay. Oh, right, because of the gem path.
Rude.
Crash Bandicoot Heaven is also Turtle Hell. It's a very efficient system.
Yeah. Now, since I mentioned Beastars earlier, did you know that the author of Beastars, like her dad, is the fucking Baki writer? Like, is the responsible for Baki? That bizarre ass martial arts manga?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that was her dad, and like, know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. From what little I know of both series, like, yeah, no, that absolutely tracks. I found out because she's making a new manga that's fucking nuts. Like, it at the okay at the center of the premise, right? If we take away all the narrative scaffolding that she's put in place, one loved one is responsible for the death of another one, and she, like the main character, covers it up, and the person that she helped out seems to just completely forget about the incident, and then years later suddenly is like, hey, we should turn ourselves in, right? Like, just the dread and the horror of that, and like, oh, that's cool, right? But in the setting at okay, so her dog, like, seemingly, like, killed her dad, and she covers it up because she doesn't want her, like, dog to die, right? And that's simple enough. But apparently at some point in this future, to help with human, to keep the population up, some animals get turned into, like, animal people, right? Which includes her, like, pet dog, who seemingly, as a animal guy, like as an anthro dog man, has no idea about murdering her dad, and she's still traumatized about the whole thing. And then suddenly, one day he's like, "Hey, we should turn ourselves in," to, like, her complete dread and despair. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up with the whole, like, why can't you just have furries? Like, what's up with this? Why are they turning animals into people for population reasons? Hey, that's weird."
Gem Path, of course.
Jam path.
Well, at least we get to see Crash beaten.
Yeah.
What kind god would make him suffer like this?
Aku Aku.
You're right.
And yeah, the evil one's called Uka Uka, by the way.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I do the evil that is cool.
Ooh.
Boulder Dash.
But yeah, gosh, but yeah, hearing about that manga is where I found out about that. Like, the B-Stars author's dad is the Baki guy, and it's like, yeah, yeah. God, the faces in Baki are so wild. Sorry, I just had to look up a GIF of it because I forgot how it looks.
Not to mention the... Oh, you know what? YouTube keeps showing me a video about fan translations of Baki, so I should probably watch that.
No, yeah. Like, I've heard things about it. I don't know how good it is, but, like, I think it'd be worth checking out, probably. And I probably would get something out of Beastars, but, like, I bet it goes in weird places.
Well, let's hope Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 come out soon.
Very unrelated, but know what? Yes, actually. Sorry, I was looking at Beastar's GIF and I found one of Haru. I think that's her name. Just chewing, but it's like really,
Yeah.
really fast.
Really fast.
She's munching.
Yeah. These stars came up in, let's say, Pank server recently, and someone said, nah, like, it's kind of hit or miss, like, try watching it if you want, but, like, you know, they also recommended Brand New Animal to me,
Huh? Yeah? Which
and I'm like, I haven't seen either of these.
Oh, I hear there's problems with that second one.
Uh-huh.
I
Of
still
course
want to
there is.
check it out, but like, oh boy. The persecution is unfortunately real in a weird way, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I've
Which is
not
like-
seen either of them, so, shrug.
Shrug, that's fair. I do know Brand New Animal has some cute characters though.
Yeah. Anyway, what I have been watching over the last couple of days, occasionally watching episodes of Love, Death, and Robots.
Nice.
But I'm only like 6 episodes in, I just watched the yogurt one.
Yeah, that
Uh,
one's.
I'd read in short story form years and years ago.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, once you know, well, since I've already read it, I'm like, yeah. It
Yeah.
doesn't really say anything new to me.
That's fair. Like, I watched, like, of the first season, I watched most of it with, like, Acid and company, which is pretty good. To quite a few, there's a few that are just really good that bring up, like, the overall quality of that season.
Yeah.
And then some are kind of miss.
Some
Like,
are
there's,
kind of forgettable.
yeah.
Like, there's been at least a couple of them. So far, I'm 6 episodes in, and there's been 2 of them I'm like, I'll probably forget I ever watched this.
Mm-hmm.
Yogurt one, like, it probably would stick out to me more if I hadn't already read that story. Again, it is literally an adaptation of something I've read, so that's fine. The rest of them are like, okay, these are either doing something interesting or having like an interesting art style, so fair enough.
Yeah.
3 Robots was a lot of fun.
I missed that one when as I was watching it.
Ah, you should watch it. It's
Yeah.
Love, Death, Robots. Right, yeah. It's literally the second episode.
Nice.
I only at least saw Sunny's Edge,
Yeah, which
very first one.
oh yeah, I forgot. Huh, that's the very first one. We're kind of watching like we're watching things very much out of order, in like with acid. So I didn't know that was like the very first one. But yeah,
Yeah,
God, I mean like does set the tone. Yeah, like it's a bit much. It's like some aspects are like, hey, why would someone say that? But it's like I do like the overall premise and I like what it's going
Yeah.
for. Like I'm like okay, I can deal. Like I like it. Like and
yeah, I'm
the
picking
meat
up
mechs
what's
are
putting
cool.
down. Like, it gets there in the end.
Oh yeah.
So,
Good.
start the, like, of them actually having, you know, like, this very butch lesbian lady there. And like, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to a bunch of lesbians and weird monster
She
mechs.
just has some, yeah, some weird stuff going on with her own gender, and I'm like, yeah, good for her. Well, not really good for her, you know.
She's going through
cyberpunk
it.
Dystopia, but hey,
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh yeah. God, let's see here. I'm trying to remember what I looking up some of these episodes after watching them. Like, Suits was the 3rd episode, right? The one with straight
It's-
Valerie?
No, that's episode 4.
Ah, episode 4, my
I
bad.
only know because I've watched them all very recently, and I'm just watching them in order. And I'm
Yeah,
like, that was just nothing to me.
that's
Shit.
incredibly
It's
fair.
an
Oh,
episode-long action sequence, and I'm like, I'm not invested in this at all.
yeah, very fair. Like, I,
The Dracula one,
huh?
which
I-
had some more to it.
Mhm. I got a kick out of Suits. Like, I grew up watching a lot of like action movies, so just having what's
Yeah.
this thing's hitbox? But yeah, watching a kind of fun like little like there's like we had to fight these monsters in our cool mech thing. Like no, I'm fine with that. And
Yeah.
that said, I still remember someone saying while watching it, someone saying like this looks like a mobile game. Like aesthetically, it has that sort of mobile game ad aesthetic, and I'm like, that's not
it
wrong.
looks like StarCraft. Well, specifically, it looks like Warhammer 40,000, because the Tyranids were very heavily based on StarCraft, or possibly vice versa. I can't remember. They've a lot
Yeah.
of design overlap. Yeah. James, you did exactly the same thing last time. Take your time, learn the pattern. There's no timer.
Yeah, we aren't doing the timers, thankfully.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
in this game.
So
Uh
just wait by the pushing box until they've done a full cycle. No, James, you did the exact opposite of what I suggested. Now you can go. You got by the same thing twice in a row, and then you just did it again.
To be fair, I've done that while playing like games before.
I mean, I was
Because-
explicitly saying, yeah, that's set up to do that to you.
If you had an animal girl form, it would be a turtle since I grew up on Franklin Says Scythe.
Oh, that's cute. I also
Oh.
grew up watching that show.
You're a furry now. Here's your persona.
Yeah. Armored persona, but I was gonna say oh yeah, I was talking earlier. Suits. I appreciate it. Is it like the most memorable thing? No, but like it's not here for a long time. It's here for
It's not
a fun time.
I'm
So I'm
just
like, yeah.
James, you got to wait.
So like, but I can understand why it didn't like really do anything for you. And also the Dracula, the Dracula one was fun to me because it was very like
It's
the
okay.
fun parts of 90s action movies to me, though like a bit
Yeah.
more like gory than like most of those like 90s action movies, but like yeah, it had a lot of the same spirit, like which I appreciated. Of the goofy one-liners, the like the stock characters.
Yeah.
I love great. I'm forgetting her name.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Love that she's just named Gary and she loves explosives.
Honestly, I just assumed, okay, transmask character, question mark.
Question mark. Yeah,
It's like,
it's hard to
you-
tell.
You never get Gary's pronouns. I'm like, well, I guess.
Yeah, weird choice, but like,
Yeah.
no, it's still a fun.
You know what? Fine, sure, just don't draw attention to that.
Yeah, like I almost like my like like I was also thinking like either transmask or just like like uses like the name Gary just because like
Yeah, who knows?
who knows?
Just like it's never explained in the episode, so don't worry about it.
Fucking death is a weird thing.
It is.
It feels like you're just watching a chunk of like some random OVA from the 80s or something.
Yeah, which I mean,
And that's
all-
fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mentioned it with like Acid, but like watching Love, Death, Robots reminds me of watching OVAs, of just that
It's an
kind of
anthology
sense.
series.
Yeah, it's anthology series, and also just like quite a few of them are like, no what, like, hey, we can do whatever we want. Like, let's get rowdy with it.
Yeah.
And like some of those shorts definitely have that sort of
Yeah,
attitude.
they just are like not work safe at all.
Oh yeah.
Ah, dang it. Syph says, Red Franklin, there's a show? I thought it was just a show.
Oh yeah, there were books. I forgot about that. But yeah, I mostly saw it as a show when I was a young girl. Love that goofy little turtle. Uh, sorry, I just suddenly remembered a cassette tape my dad had that he would play on trips for like uh me and my siblings, where it's like called like Froggy or Frogger or something, like some kids little like basically audio, like, tape about like a character named Frogger or something, like Froggy or something. I remember hating it as a kid. It just the voice for the main character really annoyed me. Oh, huh.
Uh,
So spinning has a downward component even when standing. Good to know.
Key.
Nice.
I was not into Franklin when it first came out because Little Bear was a thing, and I made comparisons, and I was very young at the time.
Yeah.
It was just
You had to rep a little bear. Understandable. The much funner of the two. When you're like 6 or whatever. Love that sound when the Wumpa counter speeds up at the end there.
of course, rude.
This fucking creature. Oh.
It was just faster. Uh, uh, uh,
Good, nice save.
Hired this fucking creature to jump at you.
Yeah. Nice. And yeah, do you want to call it here?
I want to give that one level another shot.
Oh dear.
To know where Temple Ruins they took. No, the Lost City.
Lost
That's
City. Ah, it has an emerald, not a diamond.
it. The Chaos Emeralds.
You know what? Since there's the like Sonic the Hedgehog movie and whatnot, I'm almost wondering, could Crash Bandicoot have a movie? I almost feel like it'd do better as like a series of web shorts or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just zany little adventures or whatever.
Yeah. Can't believe Crash Bandicoot has ended up in our world and is just hanging out with some cop or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
God.
no. I think this is the pitch, right? Sonic ends up in our world, hangs out with a cop. Crash Bandicoot ends up in our world, hangs out with anarchists.
Yeah. They're fucking.
Does every drug.
Yeah.
Like, man, he's having a wild time. This is set in the same world as the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, mind you. This is just like happening in another state.
Yeah.
And I know it's like, of course they legally wouldn't be allowed to say it, but they just go, yeah, there's some hedgehog a couple of states over, and man, we never have as much trouble with him.
Yeah. God. But God, that's it. I do really love this idea because he would just hang out like squatting in some places with some anarchists, as his sister's trying to like figure out how to get access to some like Wi-Fi or something.
Like, you could just have... yeah, you could just have, oh, it's Crash Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot's world or whatever, but like, realistically, you're only gonna get it greenlit if it's Crash Bandicoot is ending up in modern day New York or something, I don't know.
No, it should be on Australia because like, come on, like you.
Yeah.
There was like a theme park that had like a Sonic. It was after like Sonic 2, and like the Sonic had, instead of the Death Egg landing at Angel Island, it lands at that theme park, and there's like this play about the Sonic characters being
Oh, that's
at the
cute.
theme park.
Not tangentially related to that. I saw Sonic 3 with my brother and my nieces, like back in December or whatever, and I love that they canonically Shadow apparently grew up in like Oklahoma, which is really funny. Cause like he's just from there, I guess. Especially since I know that's the state where the restaurant Sonic, the Sonic drive-thrus came from, and it's just like they could have done a gag with that. And also, I'm so sorry that
You're going to Sonic for dinner. What? What?
What?
I had a weird dream about Tails being served.
Tail served wire?
For dinner.
What? Oh no. No, no!
When I was young.
Yeah.
It was
God.
specifically the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense if you're like young when that happened, but oh no. The creepypasta Sonic dream. They're eating tails. No.
And then they're going to eat me. Oh my god.
Yeah? God?
Later Crash games have like death platforms where you get to the platform without dying, but if you die before getting a checkpoint, those deaths don't count.
Huh.
But
Fascinating.
also, the platform is only part way through the level. You don't have to go through the entirety of the level.
God, that's... No, that's neat. And then I'm suddenly remembering, what was it? Crash 4. The newest one by, you know, Toys for Bob that has, like... I know there's a challenge thing that's, like, required for, like, game completion and all that, where it's, like... I think you can only... Like, you have to go through the whole level... Great. Is it without dying? Like, at all? For like the extra bonus thing, or was it like you only have 3 chances before you have to restart?
Both. There are 2 separate ones that are... One is for the 3 chances, and the other is for the don't die at all and get all boxes.
Gone? So weird to make it only 3 deaths for like get all boxes. And to also have every level do the don't die thing. Like oh no.
God, the reward for the don't dies are at all. Wasn't even worth it. It's just sequel hook.
Oh. Oh no, not the sequel hook.
Yeah, they just have Crash Bandicoot meeting Organization 13. And they're just wearing cloaks, and you don't learn anything about them, and it's, there's no point to it.
Yeah, he plays chess with one of the members, but like the guy's like, wait, how am I losing? And it's just Crash has been like he's just eating the pieces. It's like if you just pay attention to like the cutscene, like in the background, like whenever the guy's like turning his head and like just making gestures or whatever, it's just, Crash is just eating the pieces. He would do this.
Yeah, in Crash Bandicoot, the Netflix series, there's a climactic chess match where Crash is just eating every piece on the board.
Crash dies for real, and has to beat death.
Dr. Ned Cortex, who, like, he's the human guy who gets mutated into Neo Cortex, like, a few episodes in. Don't worry about it. Like,
God.
He's like, I don't understand how I'm losing at chess to this Bandicoot. I'll have to enhance my brain somehow and also shrink myself and turn green.
Yeah.
Which is a clever reference to the games the show is based on.
God.
It's more yellowish.
Oh, I have to turn myself yellowish green. It's weird that he corrects himself, but, you know, he does say this.
He does say this.
Many people are saying this.
I am so glad I'm not doing the time trials, because, well, for one, the game isn't made around them.
Yeah.
But also, they are a pain.
Oh yeah, do you have to do those without dying?
I mean, you don't get checkpoint boxes when you're doing the time trials, so yeah.
Oh. Oh no. But yeah, God, God, sorry. Now I'm thinking about Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and it's like, was it like a great movie?
Oh, I need to see that.
I mean, it's like, okay, if you've seen
Even if it's bad, I do need to see it.
Yeah, like if you've seen any of the other Sonic the Hedgehog movies, then you kind of know what to like expect.
Yeah.
And with that caveat, yeah, it's a pretty fun movie. There's some changes that I don't like get, like Sonic, not Sonic, Shadow didn't grow up on Space Colony Arc with Maria for some reason, and I don't
Okay.
get that. It's like, hey,
That
that,
seems
that
a big part of his character.
like they do grow up together, but another place that isn't Space Colony Arc, and it's like, okay, I guess they didn't want to go to space for some, like, like I guess, but they do later.
The cruel exclusion of the bio lizard Sonic movie canon.
Yeah, it shows up as a cameo while Maria and Sonic are watching movies together. There's like a movie that has like it's the Godzilla analog and it's Bio Lizard. Like that's cute.
Ah, fuck. Okay,
But it's
well,
like-
I didn't die.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I was like, oh, they could have added the Bio Lizard, especially since like the whole thing of like the original project idea is like, hey, what if we made this fucked up monster thing from these echidna like murals, and like, well, the bio lizard's kind of cool, I guess. What if we make the cool hero from these murals instead? And that's how you get like Shadow, and it's like, oh, they could have done something cool with that, but no. So it's like there's some weirdness there, but it's like it's fine, it's fun, it can be pretty fun.
Oh, that
I
was
don't
close.
get why Sonic's friends with cops, though. That's weird. Oh, that's it. It is absolutely fun to hear Keanu Reeves' like Shadow.
Yeah.
It is incredibly fun to just hear that.
Listen, no, that casting is spot on. Like, I haven't even seen the movie, and I'm like, now, who else would you cast Shadow realistically?
Yeah. It's so good. To just. Woo!
Okay, bonus area.
I had to shut up there because I was like, I wanted to make sure you could get through there.
Oh boy, this one.
This is fine. You just gotta.
We've got to go back and forth a bit.
Thankfully, it's bonus area.
Yeah. What? Not. I was hoping you'd be able to. Hey, that works.
But,
Ooh.
it,
No, this is a fun release. A silly little thing after that last section. To just we had to deal with this nonsense. Huh. Okay. That works. We take those.
Four, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh god, this section.
Oh god, I forgot about this section. Okay, you could just let it go.
Huh?
Uh,
Huh? Huh? Ah, got him.
uh,
Got it. Oh, that was...
Perfect.
Looks like your collectathon is going well.
Oh god, that was so...
congrats!
That was so stressful.
Oh, you did it!
So, Netflix Crash Bandicoot series, which, like, starts off following the trajectory of Sonic the Hedgehog, like, oh, he ends up in our world and he meets friendly humans, and then he's like, I want to kill the president. And they're all like, oh, alright, Crash.
Likes to flex whenever he has an audience.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you
I
didn't
like him.
stop. God.
Oh boy!
Like, straight up, Crash Bandicoot would be, like, committing treason by episode 3.
Agreed.
Oh, was I
And
supposed to...
teleporting TNT blocks. Just appears.
Oh my god, you're right, it does disappear, huh? He's not doing that. Oh, and Scythe just watched Edge of Tomorrow. I sort of guess it was based on a manga because one of the main characters had the big ass sword. That's funny.
I should get back to you, FF7 Rebirth. I sort of gotten back into Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
And I'm just... This weird controller thing is still happening, so I'm just keyboard and mousing it. And it's a little awkward. Good. Whoop. Yep.
He keeps throwing dynamite at Crash.
Incredibly rude. Ugh, how afraid that you'd be hit by the explosion.
Ah.
You fool.
All you need is kill. Not all you know is kill.
All you need is kill. God.
Yeah, if I recall, that's a time loop movie.
Ah, nice. No, we're making some sort of new cosmology here in the quest achievements for 100% completion of smoke a few from the cigarette pack of knowledge of good and evil, and break every box on Earth in order to ascend to heaven.
They're all relevant to what happens in the stream.
Yeah.
You did see the cat begging for cigarettes. It's like, no, you can't. Like, this isn't for you.
Yeah, I saw that. So good.
Yeah.
Silly little kitty.
Supposed to eat some of the angel hair trading cards. I just like the ones that are their respective virtues, you know?
Yeah.
Because we get like we get Gabby's faith and hope speech, and then we have like the background text is clearly meant to go with that, but it's like Zagzagel is just talking over it with thing about respect and penitence and patience and justice. Is like it, we never get that speech. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks for that character. Ah,
Nice.
sent to heaven.
Rock that sends fuck rock that sends people to heaven, but that's kind of a thing in the Bible.
But he who is without sin cast the first stone, and apparently that's Koala Kong.
Well, I was thinking
He's
more of
committed no sins.
Cain and Abel.
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, come on, one more.
I feel like you should make a semi-popular meme post about like Sonic in the third episode of a Netflix series. It's like, wow, I'm glad that I'm hanging out with my human friends on Earth. Bubsy in the third episode. What is this hormone replacement treatment you speak of?
Okay,
Crash
one more.
Bandicoot in the third episode of his Netflix series. I'm going to kill the president.
Okay, one last attempt.
Oh, that's so
Just
good.
like you just have mascot characters. I picked Bubsy for that because I've seen art of trans girl Bubsy.
Yeah, I've also seen it.
And I'm
I
like,
love
yeah,
it.
okay. Headcanon accepted.
I will now incorporate this into my beliefs.
Okay, well, I guess.
Wouldn't
Oh,
fix
well, I
her.
have an extra.
It would make her worse.
Yeah.
Oh, who's pinging me? It's Kitty Cat Herder. Yeah. I did just dump the link to season 3 of Angel here on your inbox as well.
Yep.
You should watch it, it's good.
Oh, absolutely.
God, there's a whole set of these trading cards. Like, there's a character who first appeared in the trading cards.
Huh.
We got no hint of his existence until then. Drop that one here, actually.
Nice.
And of course, when I have an extra hit point, I do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Is there. Oh, okay.
Koala Kong. He who truly can cast the first stone. Defeated.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's it for Crash.
Yeah, for tonight.
Yeah.
This was really fun. Thank you for streaming.
Well, thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
I can't believe Gordon Freeman reincarnated as a bandicoot after taking the G-Man's offer.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it obvious?
You know what? That's canon.
Canon now.
Gordon
Can't take it back.
Freeman in the box suit.
Oh god. Who would win? Crash Bandicoot or like Gordon Freeman versus Crash Bandicoot, but Gordon Freeman's in the box suit.
Good night.